No, please. I love this. He sounds like a warped record. Is that a 45, a 33? It's all speeds. You're my Packers. This guy. There should be like an ESPN 9, and it's just this guy. Whenever you either watch him passed out or he just like, oh, the Packers, great. Trade rumors today in Las Vegas. What were you trying to say, sir? That's a beer drunk. That is a beer drunk. That's not liquor. Liquor, he'd be getting violent. Beer is just kind of. I don't know what I'm saying. I love you guys. You guys are great. That's all right, sir. Just stockpile those ideas. We'll have them. You can just say all of them in the end, all at the same fucking time. What about the Charger game? You told me to go to an LA Charger game. Yes, I did. Feels like hours ago when I said that. Packers and Chargers. Oh, Packers and do they play? No, next week. That's what yeah, we're having a. I'm trying to say what you're saying. We're saying the same thing here, sir. All right. There we go. Okay. Enough participation. It's all right. Please don't shush like I have anything to say up here. I've yelled cunt like 15 times. All right, shh. What horrible thing is he going to say next? Oh, here it is. Drug addicts. Let's talk about drug addicts. You know, I was at the grocery store, you know, because I have nothing better to do on a Sunday than go down and fucking buy shit that I forgot to buy the last time I was there. And I get up to the register. And you know, it's funny, I actually went in to buy vitamins. And for some reason, I went to where the spices are, and I was pointing at because they look the same. It's the same shaped fucking vial. They're always green, you know? So there's a guy stockpiling, like, spices, and I was like, do you know what vitamin B6 and something else my wife wanted or something? And the guy's, and I'm pointing at it, and he's just looking like... Because no, that's all the way. It's aisle 14. It's all the way on the. It's one of those nice grocery stores where they actually walk with you the whole fucking way. You know what I mean? Like, come this way, and it gets like weird if it's too long. Like, all right, I'm running out of shit to talk about. Just, I understand how the numbers in the alphabet work. Just fucking tell me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A's on the left, B's on the right. But I was such a moron. He didn't even walk with me. He was just looking at me like, yeah, it's all the way. It's over there, buddy. Try not to kill yourself on the fucking way over there. So anyway, I'm in there, and I go up to the goddamn register, and it was some impatient guy, white dude with like brown dreads that went into blonde dreads, and his wife showed up with 2 big things of toilet paper, and she was real mousy. You know what I mean? Like a guy like that needs a mousy chick who won't stand up for herself. No, you do. That's how it is, ladies. That's why you need to be brave and ferocious, whatever you're calling yourselves on the internet. You need to be that way, or else you end up like with a guy like this. Because a guy like that needs somebody like. That's the only way a relationship's going to work. You know what I mean? No? All right. Well, I saw it today, and it was working. The relationship was working. She came walking up with this 2 big things of toilet paper. She's like, hey, and he looks at her and he goes, no! She just walked away. He yelled at her right in front of me, and she took it. She took it. So you know what I say? She deserves that relationship. Nobody deserves that relationship. What I was trying to show was how cold and heartless society can be in a supermarket when we're too concerned with checking out rather than the safety of our women. Listen, if she had any heart, she would have dumped the toilet paper, gone back and got some tuna cans, and then been like, and when he went, no, then she had a blunt object. She could then... You can then beat him. Anyway, so I'm standing there while this shit's going on. I was like, all right, I don't want to be here when this, when the end of this relationship happens. So I went another. I don't need to be sequestered. Sir, were you close enough when she bludgeoned him with that frozen Kit Kat? Hey, does anybody, by the way, live on a fucking street out here where, like, you don't know if kids are going to show up for Halloween? That's such an unsettling feeling. It's like, do I roll the dice and have no fucking candy and have these motherfuckers do what me and my friends used to do to people who had no candy at their house? Or do I buy all this candy, okay? Buy all the candy. Yeah, but then you're stuck with the candy, and then what are you going to do? You're going to start eating it, and then you start to like it. Then you start, leaning to one side. You guys all live on your own. Your parents aren't here anymore to be like, hey, you've had enough of those, right? Is there anything scarier as an adult to go than going out and buying a whole bag of fucking candy and having one of those old lady bowls, those glass bowls, and just pouring it in there and just having it right there? That right there. That candy, your hand and your mouth, is the recipe to someday having to be cut out of your house. That's how it starts. You just have shit you shouldn't be eating. Just that, like, as dangerous as that is, that it does sound awesome, Like if he just didn't give a fuck, and then you got to have like one of those old lady like ottomans, right? And you have just your feet. You have your feet up. You fucking recliner, right? Why would you have an ottoman if you have a recliner? Maybe you have giantism. You know what I mean? And you're only 7 years old, and the recliner, you're already growing it, right? Pretty soon you'll be able to change the channels with your toes. There's one group of people you can still make fun of. They don't seem to have a strong presence on the internet. You know what it is? Their fingers are too big for the keyboards. They're silently, they can use a mouse, but they can't type their feelings. If I had giantism, I would just roll with it. I would just have somebody make me like a big, like, furry, like, onesie that just goes over one shoulder, like Sergeant Slaughter used to have, and then I would just go to malls, and I would just walk through everybody, just going like, get away, get away. Walk into the food court, just go, ah, to see if I could scare everybody. I'll get some emails on that one, You know what? I actually, I watch a lot of car shows where they redo cars and everything. There's one that they could do. There's got to be somebody out there listening right now who has giantism and is a car guy, but there's just no car for him. So you just ask him what his car is, and then they modify it so he can fit in it, right? He's like... No, you just get like a Winnebago and you tear out the first 3/4 of it, and in the back where they lay down, you just turn that into the seat. Right? And then you just do what they, you raise the roof a little bit, and then you just do what they always do. You drop it down, get some big old fucking brakes, Change the lines on it, right? No? You're not seeing that? A giant Hirsch shifter made out of a fucking fishbowl and somebody's crutches. Right? Anyway. Hey, how soon before they start selling pills, like cyanide pills, just to have in your house? If whatever's going to happen in the next 30 years, the collapse of the dollar, 200 mile per hour firestorm. You don't feel like going out like that, you know. Just one of those you look out the